everybody. I wanted to do a King of the Hill kind of spoiler review. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, please don't watch. I only watched the first 5 episodes so far. I will watch more. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I want to take my time with this. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I am really enjoying it. I think the quality of the show is the same as at least the last few seasons we've had. What was it, like 15 years ago when the show went off the air? What was it, 2010? So I think the quality is still there. I think the comedy. I think the guy that plays Dale Gribble is a different actor. The actor that played the original had an untimely death. I think he might have committed suicide or something. I'm not sure. But something bad happened to him, and they had to replace him. Like, I don't know, midway through the film, through the taping of the show, this season, what is it, 14. But yeah, at first it was kind of jarring hearing like a different voice of Dale Gribble, because I think it's a different voice. But as I got used to it, I was like, wow, okay, so this isn't this. I'm getting used to it. It's kind of it's kind of like Jimmy Pesto Jr. I still could tell there's a difference in the voice. But, it's like, I don't think you should replace every voice. I think it was smart that they did not bring back Luann or Lucky. But here's a weird thing. They didn't even mention them in the first 5 episodes. And from what I've heard online, they don't mention Luann and Lucky throughout the series. Now, what they do is, I think it was episode 3 of season 14 of this year, they had an episode which centered around Bobby and his dad Hank entering a beer brewing competition, and while they were brewing the beer, they did kind of a musical montage to Tom Petty, a Tom Petty song, and as fans of the show know, and if you don't know, Lucky was voiced by Tom Petty. So I thought that was a good thing, good, homage to that, tribute, if you will, more so. And also, I believe it was maybe the second episode. Maybe it was the second episode. Maybe it was a third. I forget where. I think it was the second episode where Hank was in Megalomart, which is like, I think it's made up, but I'm not sure. I looked that up and I found out whether it was or not, but I forget. It's supposed to be like Walmart, and there was a whole episode in, like, I want to say the first season or the first couple of seasons, where Chuck Mangione, the singer, the jazz singer, was in Megalomart, but they didn't know it. They thought it was a rat problem or a possum problem. They thought it was some kind of animal, they thought. So they got Dale, who was an exterminator, and it turned out to be Chuck Mangione, who was hiding out in the store. Well, when Hank is in the store in this season, in season 14, he walks up to a cardboard standee, and who is it but Chuck Mangione, and next to him is Snoop Dogg, and he kind of gets a little disgusted at this. He doesn't like, that they're coming from Saudi Arabia, where he was selling propane and stuff, and he's very disgusted at what he's seeing in today's modern Texas and the values of America and Texas and everything, and he's just not happy with what he's seeing. So, he was fine with Chuck Mangione, even though I think he was from New Jersey or New York or something, but he was not fine with him standing there with Snoop Dogg, which I thought was kind of funny, because right now, in the past like few years, Snoop Dogg with the wine, with Martha Stewart, which my family absolutely loves the both of them. They think they're great, but I guess Hank is just too old-fashioned to have the two merge together and do promos together. So yeah, my favorite episode of the 5 was the first 5. Got 5 to go. My favorite episodes of the 5 was I really liked the Bobby and Connie episode where he's kind of still in love with her, but he is still in love with her, but found out that she's dating the guy who his father like owns the restaurant where he cooks and stuff. That was the air freshener, by the way. So he's kind of getting jealous, and he still loves Connie, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they give him a love interest in the next 5 episodes. Maybe the girl that he went on a date with at the frat party, or was it a frat party? I think it was. Maybe that they'll end up start dating or something. I think they should definitely give Bobby a love interest. I actually heard, and I will name drop the person that said this. Johnny Tuchellos, who does reviews and breakdowns and stuff for the show a lot better than mine, because he puts into it like clips of the show and stuff. But Johnny Tuchellos actually had a headline of his video that said, "Bobby Hill is hot." And I guess I could see that where women might think that, young women might think that he's good looking or hot. Because a lot of guys over the years have thought that Amy Wong and Futurama and which she has the same voice as Connie and her mother in the show. I don't know, and also Leela in Futurama a lot. I personally always thought she was hot, and so I would agree with it. You can think a cartoon character is. I guess that's debatable. Actually, some people would think it's weird, some people wouldn't, but in the end, it's all some form of art. So, like, if you're looking at like this beautiful piece of art, right, and you're in an art museum, and you could say, "Oh, that artwork is beautiful." So in the end, you're just basically saying the artwork is beautiful. That they've made it so realistic looking that they get you to think of these people in the shows as real people. That is the art of animation and cartoons and everything like that. It is just the art of the beautiful renderings of them, and the way, just the people behind these shows who are just really doing a good job of everything. Everyone from the voice acting to the animation to the writing, everything. Everybody involved, the producing, the directing, everybody involved is just really making some special shows. And I'm so far loving it. I don't think they've skipped a beat since last time they were on the air. So now I'm looking forward, once I'm done with this, I'm looking forward to Futurama coming out with their new season. So anyway, that's going to be it, guys. I don't want to ramble on too much. What is it, like 8 minutes here? Am I coming up on, am I just exceeding? So have a great day, everybody. And may the force be with you, and God bless. Have a great Tuesday. And for all you people out there who, I told you about my air conditioning. I finally have air conditioning. I probably said that in my last video, but finally have air conditioning. Power went out this morning, and the air conditioner was like sounding weird and wasn't kicking off. And then all of a sudden, it's just fine. So it must have just been like a power outage or something. I don't know. So now it's working fine, and haven't had a problem since. So anyway, thank you, everybody. God bless. May the force be with you. And hope you enjoy the show, if you see it.